right, I think I am in the middle of the worst long run I ever had. I'm about 18.5 miles in. I should run 22 miles a day. I didn't hit the pace that I want at all. And I'm struggling. I feel like at this point I'm just trying to keep my form, running form, try not to run junk miles. Nothing is working, Jesus. It's just fine. I think I may run like 1 more mile, 2 more miles, something like that, depending on how I feel. I'm about 2.5 miles away from home. Look at this view. Look at this view. Oh. 3 weeks away from the race. I had a very aggressive goal for London Marathon, and if I'm just being realistic, because of the injury and everything happened, and then peak long run this week, I'm not feeling that great. I may have to adjust my goal time, which is fine. You know, a lot of the time your goal, how you achieve a goal, is not linear, and my journey has never been linear, and I had a lot going on in my life right now. So, you know, I don't know. I kind of just want to like record this right now before I get home, because I will forget. My goal is to like qualify for Boston, and for my age group, I just need to run 3:35. So my goal is to run 3:30. If I adjust my goal, I know for sure there's no chance going to Boston next year. Yeah. Look at this view. Look at this view. All right, actually, I'm feeling better. I think I can jog home. Might be slow. 9-minute mile, 9:30, 10-minute mile. But I kind of just want to log the miles instead of just giving up right now. And keep my form so I'm not running junk miles. You know, last 2 miles just like slow, easy. Run it as a cool down instead of running MP. And now at this point I'm just repeating myself, or I'm trying to walk a little bit longer before I restart my run. All right. Today's motivation is run to bread. That's literally how I got here.
Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday morning, April 3rd. My CGM sensor just expired on Monday, and I didn't put them on, put the new sensor back on, because I need to be fasted in the morning. And then over the past 2 days I've been running, so I just wake up, get a granola bar. But today is gym day, and I usually do my strength training session fasted, and I usually feel pretty good. So I will chat with you guys while putting the sensor on. I don't think you guys will believe it, or probably will be tired of the story. I fell again on Monday, but this time it was not because I didn't lift my foot during my run. I actually stepped into a pothole. It was a very big hole. It's actually on this route that I run daily, and I almost rolled my left ankle, but also hurt my right knee again. So my right knee, I'm really recovering for the last 2 days. My right knee is still like bleeding. It's not recovering as I wanted, but it's not as bad as the second time. I don't have any plan to hold off on the training. Like at this point, I'm 2.5 weeks out to the race. Like literally, I don't even know what to say to myself, you know. But we're gonna get it done. Okay, so this is the sensor, and let me just peel off let me actually, this is the alcohol wipe. And the position is I should do this and somewhere here. And I will let it dry. Okay, now I'm opening the sensor. And this is the other part of the sensor. Like here. What do I need to do again? I think it's like this. Okay. Now the needle, like a little needle, if you can see the sensor of the needle of the sensor is in there. Still wet. Okay. And give it a minute. Here, 1, 2. Woo. Today I'm feeling it. I felt the needle, but it's not bad at all. Most of the time I never really felt anything. Okay. And they give you something like this. It's a material of the TK tape, very similar to TK tape. The sensor will just stay on by itself. It's very, very hard to get it off, even after wearing it for 2 weeks. And it actually hurt my skin trying to pull it off because the glue on the sensor is just that sticky. And they give you this thing just to cover it up if you want to, but you don't really need to. I prefer to cover it up, so I don't feel like the plastic feel of the sensor on me. Voila, all set. Okay, now I need to scan the sensor, and once I just scan the sensor, it will take about an hour to warm up, and then after that the sensor will start tracking. In the meantime, I am going to actually finish my coffee and go to the gym, and I will chat with you guys in a little bit. Hello. I'm in the middle of the workday. I'm just taking a break from my meeting, and I want to give a quick review of Alphafly 3 before I return them. So full transparency here, I already used them, and based on Nike policy, I can return them within, I think, 30 days if you're a Nike member, even if you have used them before. So I actually don't really like the Vaporfly 3 either, but I'm keeping them just because I've used Vaporfly 3 for more than like 3 tempo run, 3 workouts, and I think I may be able to get more use out of Vaporfly versus this. I don't think I will ever run in these shoes again. I've run in Alphafly 3 once for a 15 miles long run about 2 weeks ago. My normal shoe size is a women's 7.5. For racing shoes, I usually get a size 8. So for this shoe, I actually got a women's size 8, which is half size bigger than my normal size. The fit is great. No heel slip. I hate the heel slip in Vaporfly 3, but for Alphafly 3, I didn't feel any heel slip. Wearing these shoes on, the upper feels great, but this part of the fabric, you see the white part of the fabric, is actually was this part of fabric is actually compressing my toes, and then during the later part of the run, this part of the fabric, the upper, was actually hurting my feet, hurting my toes. I was actually feeling the soreness around my toes for about like 2 or 3 days post that run wearing Alphafly 3. So for me, that's already a big no-no. And I've seen a lot of review online saying that you need to be able to generate more running power to actually feel the benefits of Alphafly 3. I may agree with that. I am not a fast runner. My marathon pace right now, I'm trying to get like an 8-minute mile. And I did a few stride in these. I do feel like you have to run faster at a certain pace, generate certain power, enable to feel the pop. Like for me, it was very difficult to feel the pop of these shoes. You can see there's almost like no foam at the back of Alphafly 3. Less of a foam, right? So when I'm wearing these shoes, if I lean back a little bit, I can literally just fall back because there's not much of a foam here. So when you're running, I didn't feel much of the rocker feeling. You do have to be that type of runner who either land on your forefoot, midfoot to forefoot, and be able to generate that like return of power to help you run forward. So unfortunately, Alphafly 3, my first pair of Alphafly, they just don't work for me. Also, they felt heavy. They feel heavy. I mean, they feel pretty light in my hands right now, but they feel heavy on my feet. Again, I don't want to go into the detail of the spec or how much they weighed by like grams. Really what matters is how you feel, how I feel when I put a pair of running shoes on. So, all right, so that's my quick review. I am gonna pack up these shoes and then drop them off for return. Forgot to mention one benefit of Alphafly 3. If you're a forefoot runner and you also a fast runner, I think this shoe may work for you pretty well. One of the biggest benefit is how wide these shoes are at the forefoot area, and then even you look here from I guess the foam under your arch is also wide. The foam under the forefoot is also pretty wide. So I guess this is definitely a plus comparing to like Vaporfly or even the Metaspeed Edge Paris. All the other shoes have a way narrower like forefoot foam, as well as under the arch the foam is definitely on the other shoes is narrower compared to Alphafly 3. So definitely one benefit of Alphafly 3 is the shoes are just wider, you know, more full. I do think they look pretty damn cool though. Yeah, but unfortunately they're going back. I haven't really returned many running shoes before, so this is such a bummer. Good morning. I'm getting ready for track workouts. Today is Thursday, April 3rd. It's raining outside, so it's actually raining outside, so I think I'm going to wear my old SE Lee, the black one, so I don't want to dirty my shoes. Okay, I'm gonna wear these. All right. I have not run track for I think 3 weeks now, so I'm very nervous how it will turn out. But we're gonna get it done. It's so cold.
15 minutes to the track, actually 15 to 20 minutes to the track. I am pretty worried. It's raining outside. I'm feeling really cold. Maybe I'm just complaining. Maz is not ready yet. I'm just going to shop around CVS. And I'm so late for my meeting, but I did wake up at 6 a.m. and then jump on a call at 6:15. We did a Think Big idea today, and I presented, and then the Q&A section actually lasted 30 minutes. So I was literally working from 6:15 to 7:15, and I don't like to work off like office hour. The looter situation in San Francisco is so severe. So either like the basic item is all locked up, you have to like push the customer service button to get anything as basic as like body lotion, sunscreen, all of this stuff. Like you can't really take it by yourself. It is really sad how San Francisco got to this place. So it's 6 p.m. At the end of my workday. I still have a lot of work to do. I may just like work a little bit after dinner, and I think that will be my like routine for the next 2 weeks until I leave for London. I'm actually leaving for London on the 18th, which is also the Thursday, so 2 weeks from now, and I'm feeling a little bit the pre-race like anxiety. This is not the first time preparing for a race, an overseas race. I ran Berlin Marathon in 2019, and it was the most heartbroken marathon experience I've ever had. But I came a long way since 2019, and I thought that by better preparing it this time, I will feel more confident about like going into this race. Unfortunately, I fell 3 times over the last 2 months. Although I feel like I had a very strong build up for the first like 11 weeks, 12 weeks, the past 3-4 weeks has been really difficult for me. I don't know if you guys ever heard about this term. It's called 虎头蛇尾 in Chinese. It's a term to use to describe when you start something very strong, but you finish it very weak. 虎头 means the tiger's head, meaning like a strong start. And 蛇尾 means the tail of a snake, like a skinny tail. And that's how I feel for this training block. It's not really my fault. I don't really blame myself for like accidentally failed, and even a third time is like step into a pothole. I don't really blame myself. It's just, it's life. Shit happens. So I'm feeling a little bit anxiety, and I actually ran Berlin Marathon and New York City Marathon in 2019. Berlin Marathon was the end of September that year, and because that race was
went so horribly wrong. I actually called my mom. At the time I was living in New York. I said, you have to come to New York where I run New York City Marathon. Like, I just need you to be there. So my mom, she's the total champ. She actually came to New York 1 week before the race, and it was also her birthday, my birthday weekend. So she cheered for me. I finished race. So of course, like, New York City Marathon was a great day 5 years ago. Now fast forward 2024, I felt like if I'm 5 years older, I should have the mental strength, right, to be like calm, but I'm not feeling like calm. I'm not feeling I'm very much prepared. But what I'm hoping for is at least when I arrive in London, even the night before, I will try my best just to like enjoy the race, enjoy my time in London, enjoy the crowd. I would imagine most of us who run, we spend most of the time running by ourselves, right? You wake up really early. A lot of the time you're really running by yourself and you don't even see many people on the street. Sometimes I run with a buddy. I have really a lineup on like the time in the morning, or very occasionally I will join a running club for a run. I would say most of the miles that I logged was solo miles. Anytime I have the opportunity to run a race is usually running with thousands of runners. In the case of these like big race marathon, we're really running with 30,000 or even 50,000 people. And people will come out and cheer for you. So it should be a great celebration. It should be a once in a lifetime experience to enjoy the vibe. So I will not think about the race too much. I'll focus my attention on my job, my work over the next 2 weeks, and then just continue to taper down. I actually did a track workout today. Next Thursday, I still have a track workout, which is 8x1K repeat. Looks pretty intense. I'll see how I feel. I may just cut the 8 repetition to like 6 or whatever I feel at this point. There are a few things I need to do in the next 2 weeks. Number one is a dress rehearsal. It's something that I usually do, meaning that I'll running in like the same running top. There's the specific running top I'll be using for the race. Same sports bra, same shorts, same socks, and same hat. And I'll have to figure out what is the racing shoe that I will be running with. That's still TBD, but I do have one good news is that I got the Garmin 965. I've been loving the watch, no issue whatsoever. So at least I am in peace with my like watch choice for now. I'm also planning to do a course preview. I had a really good experience in New York City in 2019 because at the time I was living in New York City, and in 2019 I have been living in New York City for roughly about like 7 years, and I run around New York City a lot, so I know most of the neighborhoods. So for example, I know mile 13, we're in Long Island City and we're about to go on a bridge, right? And once you get on the bridge, you're on First Avenue when the crowd were just going crazy cheering for you. But you're only at mile 16-ish, 15. You don't want to go out because you still have a lot of miles left, and a lot of runners will make the mistake, go like out or run faster than they should at mile 16 on First Avenue. So I think watch some YouTube video, just do a pre-review of the course will be super helpful for me. And I think it will be helpful for the people who don't live in London, kind of want to get a sense of like, hey, where is Tower Bridge? The Tower Bridge will be mile 12. So, you know, once you cross the Tower Bridge, you're about to approach the halfway point, things like that. So you know what to expect. Alright, so that's all for today's video. I'm going to make some dinner and then after that edit this video and maybe do some work before going to bed. I did order another pair of running shoes. I'm actually returning these to Nike store maybe tomorrow or this weekend, which means that I have the budget to buy another pair of running shoes. Stay tuned. Again, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate all the support that I've received. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video.